I don't want to be perceived as materialistic, but I think that I deserve a woman of my caliber and what I represent and who I present myself as. I definitely feel like I deserve the finer things in life. And I don't think that a 9 to 5 man can't give me that, but I just feel like that just doesn't align with what I'm trying to go for in life. And I feel like I've settled for that, but
And it
I'm
didn't
no
work out
longer
for you.
I'm no longer willing to negotiate that or compromise with a 9 to 5 guy anymore, just because I know that I'm worth a little bit more.
Hey, what's going on, good people? This is Tori with Datingwright, back at you once again with another reaction video. And in this particular video, we're going to be checking out a interview that was done on the 8 at the Table channel. I'm going to leave a link down below where you can go check them out and see this full video clip. In this particular video, we got a modest, very humble young lady who don't want to offend 9 to 5 guys, but you can't do much for her. That's what she says. She don't want us to fault her for just wanting the finer things in life. So this is talking points that a lot of men are used to hearing nowadays, so it's not a big deal, but we definitely gonna get into it and chop it up. But before we do, make sure you guys don't forget to subscribe and like the video, leave a comment down below. Let's get a discussion going on down below about this one, because this one's definitely gonna be pretty interesting. I'm gonna stop wasting your time. Let's get into the video.
I know exactly what I want. I don't want a 9 to 5 guy, and I know that that isn't for me. And forgive me if I just want the finer things in life.
The finer things in life? So
Yes.
you're saying that a regular guy cannot give you the finer things in life? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that. Please don't mistake that for a 9 to 5 guy can't give me the finer things in life, and I'm not shallow. So please don't receive that or take that in. But it's just that I know exactly what I want and what I bring to the table, and I know that I'm bigger than the scheduled 9 to 5 guy, man. So
Okay.
I want to be able to take vacations when I want with you, and you're not able to do that. Or I'm able to, buy different things. And I don't want to be perceived as materialistic, but I think that I deserve a woman of my caliber and what I represent and who I present myself as. I definitely feel like I deserve the finer things in life. And I don't think that a 9 to 5 man can't give me that, but I just feel like that just doesn't align with what I'm trying to go for in life. And I feel like I've settled for that, but
and it didn't work out for you.
I'm no longer willing to negotiate that or compromise with a 9 to 5 guy anymore, just because I know that I'm worth a little bit more.
Okay, and I understand that, and I'm sure that there are a lot of women who feel like that, who actually share your sentiment, right? And so, what I want to know, from a male's perspective, try to understand a woman like you a little bit more, is you don't want a 9 to 5 guy, right?
No.
So what is it exactly that you're aiming for right now, currently in your life?
So what I'm interested in is an entrepreneur in a bank investment guy, or someone in real estate, or someone within the entertainment industry, someone who is free to make their own schedule and able to do their own things while able to make their own money and make their own schedule as well. I'm interested in that because I feel like that's what I'm worth.
Okay, so apparently she's been with 9 to 5 guys in the past, and she feels that she settled for that. And she's at a point where she no longer wants to settle for that. So after being with 9 to 5 guys, they had her such at the bottom and could not just up and go on vacation, up and move and shake around. And we all know the guys that are not working 9 to 5. I know she's talking about entrepreneurs, and certain guys that run companies, but in reality, she's talking about drug dealers. She's talking about the scammers. She's talking about the people that live a fast lifestyle. Let's not get it twisted. She's not talking about no CEOs that's running major tech companies. Her worth need to be with a man that can just up and go. Let's keep it real.
I want to be able to vacation when I want to vacation. I want to be able to buy the things that I want to buy, and also my partner be able to do those things and understand my value and my worth, and not necessarily saying that my value and my worth is based on materialistic things, but it's just that, like, I want to be spoiled. I want to be treated like a princess. I want to be treated like I am that girl. And I think that, you know, especially with the social media, generation, we see all the finer things and we see people living the life. And I'm not like, you know, just totally infatuated with those things. I know that real life exists and I know that real problems exist, but I just think that, like, you know, I want to be able to travel when I want and have good weather and see good weather, or have fun when I want to, and I want my partner to be able to provide those things for me, because I provide those things for myself.
Now, look, now we're going to give her some credit. She's not trying to be arrogant. She's not trying to be all boastful. She's not trying to act like she's all that, fellas. This lady is just simply saying that she don't want a 9-to-5 man. She feels as if they are not on her level. She also brought up the point that she knows what she brings to the table. Let's see if she knows what she brings to the table. And she keeps talking about her worth. No disrespect to this lady. She's a nice looking woman, but she's pretty average, I guess I can say. She has a bunch of makeup on right now, and I guess she's about a 6 or a 5. I'm talking about, you know, when she wake up in the morning, you know, with makeup, fresh face, jumping out the shower. You know, she looked like a pretty average girl. I don't know what she mean by her worth, and she feels like she demands more. She can get a high caliber man. Wow, it's amazing, but she looks pretty average. I don't get it.
Okay, I understand that. So you say you provide those things for yourself.
Yes.
Now, so can you provide those things for yourself and your partner also?
Well,
Would you be able here because to me it sounds like it's just about you, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to put you on the spot here. And what I'm talking about is that I hear this a lot, right? Like what we deserve, right, versus what we can also give back, or strikingly two different things,
yeah.
right? And what about what the man deserve in this relationship? Do you ever think about it, and what do you think it is?
So I would say to that is I'm very giving, and I want to see people do well around me, and I also want those around me to feel appreciated. So I don't want them to ever feel like they're being used, or, you know, like I'm just using them. I want them to feel appreciated and like the energy is being reciprocated.
Okay.
So I definitely make sure that even if I don't have it, I make sure that I'm going to spend my last on you. You probably don't know that it's my last, but I'm going to make sure that I make you feel special in those ways that I like to feel special. And hopefully my love language is your love language, but even if it's not, I'm going to attend to it.
That sounds ridiculous. I get the sentiment involved with that. Oh, I'm going to take my last dollar and give it to you if you don't have that last dollar. But how realistic is that? You talking about a man that make $100,000 every 30 days, and she may make only $2,000 to $3,000 every 30 days. Like, you will never be in that situation with this particular high value man. Like, I get the point that she's trying to make, but she's still not saying what quality she brings to the table to a man like that.
And
But Armani, can I ask you a question?
yeah,
The problem I'm having with this right now is that we have a lot of audience members who are regular 9 to 5 guys, right? And we have a lot of mothers who are 9 to 5 mothers. And the problem I'm having with this is this concept of like, we have to be here in order to fulfill this, right? And don't get me wrong, you have your qualities and you set them according to who you are. I have my qualities and I set them to according to who I am, and likewise with our audience. But the thing about I guess what I'm trying to ask you is that why is it that a 9 to 5 guy can't give you those things?
A 9 to 5 guy can definitely give me those things, but it's just like this. If I'm not willing to compromise with that anymore. I'm not.
Why is that?
Because I've done that in the past and I know where that led me to. And I don't want to be a type of person that I'm just letting my past, dictate my future. But I'm also realistic, and I've given people the benefit of the doubt and allowed men to come into my space and they're not where I am, or, just giving me the bare minimum. I don't think that the bare minimum excites me anymore. It actually doesn't. And I never want to be the person to let a guy down or to let someone feel like they're not doing enough. I always want you to feel like you're doing enough and like you're comfortable. But I think that that's my problem. And I feel like women should stand true to their expectations and what they believe in, like I said, their expectations. So it's just like, if you feel like you deserve this, and stand on that and stick to your script. And that's what my dad always told me, like, stick to your script, make sure that you do this and do that and do this and do that. And I have not done that. I've just stuck to the bare minimum, and I've been okay with that because that's what somebody offered me. But just because somebody's offering you something, that doesn't mean that it's just that. It's just a cap to that. No, that's just that person. And I think that a lot of women settle for those circumstances because, like for me, in my experiences, before my ex-boyfriend, I didn't have anybody like him. So when he was doing things for me and everything like that, I didn't have that ever. So I was just like, wow, this is a lot. Like, I was surprised, but I was also enthusiastic, and I was happy and genuinely like grateful. But also I knew that I wanted a little bit more. But then it's a part of me that felt like maybe I was asking for too much. But now that I'm out of that situation, I understand like I wasn't asking for too much. I should have just stuck to my boundaries.
I keep hearing her talk about this bare minimum. And what she got to keep in mind is the high value man that she's looking for. She will meet him one day and he can do things for her, like send her flowers, take her out to great restaurants, take her on vacations. But little do she know, that's the bare minimum for him. He can have an assistant sending those flowers. He can have an assistant setting up those dates. He can have an assistant coming to pick her up, taking her to the spa. That's the bare minimum for him, but it's not for her. So once she experienced all that, will there still be another level that he need to cranking it up to? You see what I'm saying? Sometimes young ladies like this are never really satisfied. It's also going to end up being sometimes the worst mistake they can make when they meet a great man, because you always got to keep pushing the card. You always got to, I feel bored. I feel like you ain't doing what you used to do. They feel it's almost like she's saying he can always do a little bit more. You see what I'm saying? And this is the type of stuff that make women like her repellent for high value men or men of substance.
And I think that once women stick to their boundaries and stick to what they want, you get what you deserve. You don't just settle for what someone's giving you. And I think that that's important. So yeah, I think that stick to your script, set boundaries with all your relationships and what your expectations are, and you'll get what you want. You'll get what you deserve. based on how you treat a person. And men know, like, based on how you treat them, if they want to take you seriously or not.
Okay, I understand that. So are you, based on what you're saying, is that you pretty much have it, you're pretty much well-rounded in who you are, and you understand yourself and what you want?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you getting what you want right now?
I am not getting what I want right now, which is surprising. So it's crazy because the initial talk.
And I'm sorry to cut you off,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the question was, are you getting what you want right now, right? And you just said, no, you're not.
No.
Okay, and so you're following a script,
Mm-hmm.
and you're doing everything that you were taught. You miss what your previous boyfriend, right, the person you were dating, was doing for you. And it's fair to say that you missed that because he treated you in a way that was a crown jewel for us. It's fair to say that he put you on a pedestal.
Yeah.
And you missed that in a relationship, and you haven't been getting that anymore. What kind of guy was he? Was he a 9-to-5 guy? Was he a basketball player? Was he a football player? Was he an actor?
Well, he was definitely a 9-to-5 guy. But I do realize after that relationship that I definitely do want a little bit more. I do appreciate everything that he's done for me and how he acted and, was with me in that relationship. But I definitely want my next partner. I think relationships is about growing and learning from your past experiences and learning from, what you will tolerate and what you wouldn't. And I think that it's a lot of things that I wouldn't tolerate that he did. And it's a lot of things that I did appreciate that he did. And yeah, I want someone, I don't expect a perfect guy, but I just want someone who is very supportive and just reassure me that they're 100% interested in me.
Wow. What she just said sounded like she need therapy. Yeah, what she just said sounds like there's something there where she's like she need him to constantly let her know that he's 100% into her, always invested into her. I'm telling you, those are trigger words for someone that needs therapy.
That's it.
Okay. What do you think is the number one thing you're lacking emotionally and physically? What is it that you think personally that you are lacking emotionally and physically right now?
I don't know what I like physically, but I know back then when I was in a relationship, ladies, I just want to make a point. Do not ever lose yourself while you're in a relationship, because you will get to that point where you feel like, and I have friends who have had children and they feel like, I don't know who I am. I didn't even have a kid, and I feel like after that relationship, I felt like, who the hell am I? Like, why do I feel the way I feel? And I couldn't pinpoint it.
All right, gang, I'm gonna cut this video short right there. Be sure to click the link down below if you want to go see the full interview. You guys be sure to comment down below and tell me what you think about the modern woman today, knowing her worth. And her worth is much more than a man that works a 9-to-5. So I'll see you guys in the next video.